Monday Night Raw. Honestly, I didn't even think I was gonna do a review tonight because I'm just freaking exhausted today, and I felt like I was coming in and out of Raw tonight, but looking at the show tonight, I can see why I was in and out of it. Where were they? Buffalo, New York, and you know, this show, man. I tell you. Well, I guess first off, just acknowledge they did acknowledge the death of Masa Saito. I don't really know a lot about him. I did read a little of his bio, but I know they had a graphic for him in the beginning of the show acknowledging his death. Next, pretty much Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle's out. Pretty much talked about everybody Extreme Rules, but he talked about Brock Lesnar, how the little dedication he had over here, and that he was going to strip him of the title. But then next thing you know, before you can even strip him out, ladies and gentlemen, Paul Heyman was here. He introduced himself, and he thought he was introducing Brock Lesnar, doing this whole big introduction, but he wasn't even here tonight. As you know, Angle said he was going to strip him of the title, but Paul said, wait. As the fans kept trying to say, where's the title, or take the title, I think. Paul Heyman pretty much saying, that everyone has a misconception of, Brock doesn't care about being the Universal Champion, just wants to be the UFC Heavyweight Champion again. And that, he said he loves being in WWE, Heyman said, even though I'm sure Brock loves being there because of the money, but he said he loves being there. Then Kurt Angle pretty much went on to say, then why the hell doesn't he show up then? As Heyman pretty much went on to say that, Lesnar wants to wear both the, the Universal and the UFC title, as Lesnar wants to be a two-sport athlete, as Kurt Angle was when he was holding a whole bunch of WWE titles and Olympic gold medal. And the more power Lesnar gets his gold, but Kurt Angle said that Brock will defend the title at SummerSlam, so I guess that's confirmed. The thing is, who would he go against? Heyman pretty much said, you tried a hard bargain, but he will defend the title at SummerSlam. Next thing you know, Paul Heyman talked about the fans then, congratulating them, say you want more Brock Lesnar, which the fans booed then, and Heyman said, who's going to be his opponent? Who's going to be the person going to be beaten, victimized, conquered, yada, yada, yada. Bobby Lashley comes out, pretty much goes up to Heyman then, and pretty much saying that he was going to beat Brock Lesnar since he beat Roman Reigns last night, and he's going to take the title from him. Drew McIntyre came out then, he won a title shot, didn't come back without a phase 2 to this plan. Ziggler is the Intercontinental Champion, but now he wants the Universal Champion. Seth Rollins came out then, he wants a title shot, burn it down, pretty much getting the face of Drew McIntyre then, saying he wants a shot. Elias, still dropping that debut album next week. I'm really looking forward to hearing that now. I don't know why he didn't even need a title shot right now, but he said he wants to face him. Finn Balor pretty much went on to say, I was the first Universal Champion, so I need to face him. And then Roman Reigns, he says, I got no excuses, and I don't care about Lesnar, I just want to fight somebody. As then Kurt Angle pretty much went on to make a triple threat match, 2 triple threat matches of the night, and the winner of those triple threat matches will face each other next week. So right now it was going to be Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre, but since we got a whole bunch of people wanting title shots, and 6 of them triple threat matches, which I swear this company loves to do triple threat matches a lot for some reason, but Lesnar, he's not here, so we gotta get somebody to face him, but I'm surprised they just didn't put all these guys in some multi-man match at Extreme Rules, at SummerSlam then. And with all these people facing for the title, still gotta remember Braun Strowman says that Money in the Bank briefcase, so he can cash it in anytime he wants to. Roman Reigns, what about Roman Reigns? He said, which is kind of surprising. Roman doesn't care about Brock right now, even though he talks about every week how he wants to beat him, and I'm the Universal Champion, and I can take him out. But now he doesn't want it for some reason. As for the triple threat match itself, wasn't a bad match or anything, but you already know who was gonna win. So I could tell who was really gonna win this match. Anyone with eyes could see this. Sorry, without eyes, Roman Reigns is gonna win, pretty much spearing Finn Balor for the win after McIntyre hit a Claymore kick on Balor and then Reigns hit a Superman punch on McIntyre, then the spear on Balor for the win. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna let Drew take the pin here because I guess they're trying to protect him. But Finn Balor, I don't know, man. Him is just. Listen, that win didn't even mean anything last night, beating Mr. Constable right there. Then Constable there saying like, I won a title shot. But you didn't win a match, even though Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns didn't win matches either last night. But hey, they still get a shot, somehow a shot for the title coming up. But going on from that, like I said, Roman, he was gonna get the shot in general, so he was gonna win, which he was bloody at the end of the he was bloody at the end of the wow, I'm really kind of messed up. I'm really tired, so I'm kind of losing my words right here tonight. But yeah, I knew Reigns was mostly gonna win, even though he had blood after. Kurt Angle talked to Bayley then as how the counseling went, which it didn't work, and they said they don't want to be together or friends ever again. And then Angle said, you know what, you two are going to face Dana Brooke and Alicia Fox because they want an opportunity. And if you guys don't get along tonight, you'll be traded to SmackDown. So, if they don't work together, one goes to SmackDown, which I swear one of these two need to go to SmackDown. Because if we're not going to do a match, the logical thing was just to put them in a match if they can't get along. Why don't they just face each other then to see who's better? But instead of doing that, whoever loses, not loses, but if they can't get together, one of them has to go to SmackDown, which this feud is so bad at this point, you might as well send one of these two to SmackDown at this point. Because if they're not going to do a match, just why? This whole story makes no sense anymore, okay? It really doesn't, okay? The Bayley-Sasha thing is just dead in the water. You killed it after the whole Bayley attack of Sasha, and then you put Dr. Shelby in and counseling and talking about feelings. Just the dumbest shit ever. Really was. Dolph Ziggler came out then talking about he is still the Intercontinental Champion. He's the Iron Man. He headlined the IC title headline a pay-per-view in 17 years. And he's done it all by himself. And he said he could beat Rollins like 5 times now. Bobby Roode, who some odd reason wants a title match, even though he's literally done nothing, pretty much went on to say that, I don't care about Drew McIntyre. Well, he says, McIntyre helped you all the time, but I want a title shot. And, say he told bad jokes at a comedy club, but Ziggler says, I'll do the match, but it won't be for the Intercontinental title. Match wasn't bad, I will say that. Ziggler got the win though with a super kick. I kind of knew Roode was going to lose anyway, so it's kind of whatever. Bobby Roode just needs to be a heel because this face thing ain't working and he's just a walking entrance at this point, so nothing's really going on with him. Bobby Lashley was in the back pretty much boxing backstage saying that, the best fears no man, and he fears nobody, and he has the skill and ability to beat the Beast at SummerSlam. And he will be the Universal Champion. Bobby Roode was walking in the back until Mojo Rawley says, and you're supposed to be glorious, as he walked away then, pretty much getting ready for his match against Tyler Breeze. Mojo won. I still don't know why they're trying to push Mojo Rawley. I don't understand, and I already announced it, just talking about his, his football career or something in college, but I don't know. So what is it going to be, Mojo versus Roode now, or Roode will turn heel if they're just going to make him keep losing matches until he snaps and turns heel then? So if that's where they're going to go with, Bobby Roode desperately needs to turn heel though, because like I said, face Roode sucks. Sasha and Bayley went against Alicia Fox and Dana Brooke, which ended in a DQ or a double countout, I'm going to assume, since they kept brawling outside. or I don't know. I guess one of them ignored the referee if Sasha kept beating both of them up. But I thought it was a count out. I thought, but even though it looked like the referee, if you go back and look, the referee wasn't even really counting either. So what was this, a DQ or a count out? I don't even know what it was, because I'm going with one of those two, but the referee never counted to 10, so I don't even know where this is going. And then Bayley tried to stop Sasha from leaving, and, Sasha said, no one's going to beat you up unless I do it. It says, that means you care. And, Sasha said, I do care about you, and, yeah, I hate we have to talk about our feelings, and blah, blah, blah. And that little girls look up to her and say she loved her. And Sasha pretty much left after that as Bayley look. Are they friends again? Are they? I don't even know. I don't understand this feud anymore. I guess they're friends again now, or are they a team? I got no idea. I literally got no idea. The whole feud is weird at this point. Braun Strowman was interviewed about throwing Kevin Owens off the stage, which he was not here tonight. And, talked about, since you did that to Kevin, how come you're not involved with the whole Brock Lesnar thing about him being in a triple threat match? I don't have to. I got the Money in the Bank contract. So, no matter who wins at SummerSlam, I'll be right there to cash it in. The B Team, the new tag team champions, went against the Ascension. B Team won. Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy pretty much came on screen and said, we're going to delete you, and we were going to take what is ours next week when we want the titles back. So it's hard to tell who's the faces and the heels here in this whole thing. Because B Team's heel or they face, because people actually cheer for them now. So I don't know. Alexa Bliss and Mickie James came out then. Pretty much talk about how they had smarted Nia Jax and how she's an idiot, and Ronda Rousey and Natalya. But Ronda Rousey pretty much came through the crowd then and said, like, I'm out here, see you later. Rousey pretty much chased after both of them, got them in the ring, took out James, was going to pretty much break her arm, but the referees pulled her out, and she was going to do with the Bliss then and put her in the ring, but it didn't work with the arm bar. Kurt Angle said, stop it, you need to calm down. Especially for the stunt you did last night. You got 2 days left on your suspension. Go home and wait it out. Baron Corbin pretty much said that, she needs to be reprimanded for her act. She's making a mockery of this whole suspension thing. That's pretty much Angle says a week. And then Corbin says a week. I need to call Stephanie McMahon, which he left his phone backstage, but Kurt Angle held the phone then. And pretty much kind of went on to say that, listen, you can't do this, but I will give you a match against Bliss at SummerSlam for the title. So you need to go home and wait it out, or you get no title shot. Which, this whole suspension thing doesn't make sense. If it isn't over till Wednesday, and she's came on last night and tonight's on the show, wouldn't you send her home for another week or a month, or probably until SummerSlam comes? But instead of, suspending or punishing Ronda Rousey or anything, we've pretty much given her another title shot. That's pretty much what it is. We've given her a title shot for breaking his suspension. So, yeah. The weirdest shit. What else? Authors of Pain went against Titus Brand for some reason. Or, I hope they get a title shot after this. Once this whole other feud is over with the BT and Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt and a Revival we're watching. So, hopefully this moves on, because the tag team division sucks right now. So, I don't understand the point of seeing this. Ember Moon went against Sarah Logan, which Sarah Logan actually beat Ember Moon thanks to Morgan distracting her. So, Ember Moon suffered her first loss right here this way. Why? I don't even know. I'm surprised Moon already lost, but really? This is her first loss right here, and this is how it's going to be played up to be because Liv Morgan got involved? This looked ridiculous. Elias sang a song in Buffalo, talking about Buffalo, which was pretty good, until Seth Rollins came out into the triple threat match with Bobby Lashley then. I kind of knew Bobby Lashley was going to win regardless. Rollins, I don't think he was going to win. He did really good in the match and pretty much made up for a lot of it, but and you were with Seth, but you kind of knew who was going to win, which is now kind of overall now, overall, it's the same match now next week as we saw last night at Extreme Rules. So that's pretty much what's gonna happen now. Lashley did hit the spear on, Elias for the win, so he's pretty much facing Roman Reigns next week, and whoever wins between those two will face Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. So next week we're getting the same match we saw last night at Extreme Rules. That's pretty much what's going on right now. But I don't know. A lot of this show was just kind of bad. I was kind of coming in out of this. I was exhausted after this. After, today and, last night's show was pretty long too of how bad it was. But, I just looked at this whole show tonight and these triple threat matches. Like, you knew who was going to win these triple threat matches. You're just going to see the same match now. Unless Roman goes over next week, it's going to look ridiculous now because he had his chance at Extreme Rules. But nothing was ever really on the line at Extreme Rules. So, it never really wasn't. So, now it is on the line next week when these two face each other again. But this is most likely what we're going to see next week out of this entire show. So it's just kind of odd you're seeing the same match next week, what you saw last night. Except now it's depends who's going to face Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. That's pretty much how it's going to go right here. But other than the triple threat matches, not much to say from this show. It's just a lot of bullshit going on throughout this show tonight, especially with the Sasha Bailey thing and other stuff. If you want to check out my Extreme Rules review, please check that out. I didn't do any live reactions. I'm kind of glad I didn't do live reactions because it wasn't worth it for this show. And please check out my review on the page and everything. Please comment and subscribe. I think Raw was still bad, but Extreme Rules was still a really bad show itself overall too. But hey, that's my review for the night. I'm out of here. It's not really not much to say. I'm really exhausted and tired, but you look at yesterday and you just look at today. We'll see what happens tomorrow night on SmackDown, how they make up for a lot of what went down last night. Like I said, the live of the show was just very, very bad, okay? It just was, but at least we know confirmed Brock is here for SummerSlam, but we'll see what happens there then. But I am out of here. I will see you guys later. Peace out.